Hey guys!
Hi!
Welcome to our podcast. It's been a week since the last we confessed our knitwears.
Yes.
And it
Our
got...
knit sins.
Yeah, exactly. Oh man, I fell on some sinning this week for sure. Because it's October.
It is October!
Officially yesterday. Welcome to fall. And it cooled off again. It got hot while we weren't talking to you. But now it's cool again. Like this morning, I had a short sleeve shirt on, and I put on this vest. It's like, yeah, it's gonna be fine. Freezing. So then I thought, oh, I'll wear a 3/4 length, my only 3/4 length sleeve I own, because I find them weird. Do you wear 3/4 length?
I love 3/4 length.
Is it because you always roll up your sleeves?
No, I
And
just.
so you just
I
like
just
the
like
length
it.
they are?
I just like it.
They irritate me. Like, I feel like they need to be above my elbow.
You either want full
Or
coverage,
a full length, right? This in-between crap is kind of funny.
Oh, we should introduce ourselves.
Oh, hi! I'm Alicia, also known as AK47.
I'm Liz, also known as Lizzie215.
And you found Loop It About, where we knit things. And I shouldn't say we're exclusive, because I've got crocheted items. I could totally show you some crocheted items I've done. But I just haven't yet. How about
I've
you?
given all my crocheted items away. If
You
you
know-
haven't been watching, I give most of my knit stuff
That's
away.
true.
I knit mostly for other people.
Yeah.
Or crochet for other people.
I have a little girl sweater that I just haven't homed yet. It's a 2-year-old. I'm thinking it might go to Annetta soon. Like next year. Annetta, if you want a little girl sweater, let me know. It's for age 2 years old, and it's adorable. I'll show it on one of these times. See if you like it. So, let's see. I have some finished objects because September ended, and if September ended, that means Liz probably has a finished object,
I have
too.
a finished object. Yay!
So excited.
And actually, this is my second finished object for September.
Awesome. Well, while you tuck in ends, I'll talk about what I'm wearing.
Okay.
So I'm wearing the Chatoyant vest. It was in Knitwear in 2011, the premiere. I don't know how they name them, but I want to say that was correct. And I made it out of an Aran weight, which is Cascade Longwood. Have you used Longwood before?
No.
It's quite squishy. Like it's a 10-ply high twist. It's really springy.
Okay.
I love it. And this is kind of a cobalt color. And you can see there's some basket weave in there. It's really
what
fun.
made you choose this pattern? You usually don't work in Aran.
I don't work in Aran, but I needed to do a store sample when I was working at a yarn store. So this is about 4 years old. And it was a sample for like 6 months or 8 months, when usually they're only for 3. But I really liked seeing it on the mannequin. And it was off season, like it was winter time, and they put it up there and I didn't need it until it got warmer. But I really like it because it had a collar. The collar kind of stands up. Now, it uses a felting technique in order to get this collar to stand up. Well, this is superwash. So then I thought, well, that's not going to felt, no matter what I do to it. So I decided, I think, if I recall, this was knit in a 7, US 7, and I went down 2 full sizes. So I used a 5 to make this collar stand up.
To make it stiff.
So really, all you did was made it really stiff to stand up. That looked weird when I said it. I might have to cut that part out. But yes, I love it. And I did this for Nerd Wars. Have you participated in Nerd Wars before?
No.
No?
I wasn't. I signed up,
Yeah.
and then I wasn't very good at keeping up with the
Because it's
challenge.
much like what we're doing presently in this Harry Potter cal.
They don't do it anymore, though. I don't think.
It's called something else. It's called Nerdopolis.
Okay.
So Nerd Wars came to an end 3 years ago? 2 years ago?
2 years ago, I think.
And so in that, you were given 3 challenges per month to fulfill knitting crochet. And it went over 3 months. So within that 3 months, you got to do one big project, which was called your thesis. Is that right?
I don't know. Like I said, I really never fully
We
participated.
call them thesis, but maybe they called it something else.
Either way, one big project.
One big project that takes 3 months. Oh, people don't mind. I've been watching podcasts that are 2 hours long. We're doing good, Liz. We could chat and people might just watch it.
Yeah, I would mind. I'd be like off.
And we're done.
Yeah, we're done. Yeah. So
I did this for my dissertation. That's what they called it. So 3 months to make this. And I really liked it. So as a nod to, and this is a pewter button that has some flowers on it. Can you catch the light there? Well, there's also buttons on the inside. Right? So as an ode to my team, which I was on the Gilmore Girls team, I put little dragonfly buttons on the inside. Can you see? Maybe you can't see it. Anyway, there's dragonflies in those. So it's got some fun button detail. I liked the closure. I knew that I hadn't done basket weave before, and I wasn't going to make a blanket ever. So I wasn't going to have an opportunity in my future to do something that had basket weave in it. I didn't think. And so far, it's been 4 years or something since I finished this, and I haven't done another basket weave. And it was really fun. These are basket weave garter boxes in there. It's really fun. You do some fun decreases to make the shape that it is, and the armholes are really easy. You're just dropping off stitches. You don't pick things up again. Really fun knit. It was from a magazine, and I really enjoyed it.
Cool.
So that's what I'm wearing. Are you wearing any knitting?
Nope, no knitting today. Sorry.
That's okay. You've got some finished objects.
I do. I am weaving in the ends right now to Flax Light for my minion number 1.
I love how it's pooling right there.
I know.
You
It came out really cool, the yarn. And then
That's
the sleeves. And the sleeves have a lacy hack
Open one of those up.
on. Put your arm in it. Yeah. So.
Oh, look at that. That is really pretty, Liz.
So,
And that really works with the variegation.
It did. It worked really well. So I'm excited for her to try it on. I held it up to her, and I'm like, oh, it's a little big. Perfect.
Yeah. Just roll the sleeves for a while.
Roll the sleeves up, and she can wear it with leggings. It'll be like a little tunic.
Yes.
This first year.
Yes, that's a perfect idea. Does she love the color?
She does.
Yay.
So I had my nieces visiting this weekend. They were in from Hawaii, and I didn't want to bust out the sweater and let it know, because I have a feeling my older niece would have wanted it, and that would have been like, nope, not yours.
No.
You don't need this sweater in Hawaii. So
I've worked so hard to finish it for my daughter.
no, that's fine. I'll make them something, but I'll probably just make them some nice, light, airy scarves or something that they
live in the tropics.
They live in the tropics. They don't need it. Yeah, out of some cotton or some bamboo.
Mm-hmm. All right. Well, I've got a finished object. Be shocked. I finished a sock. So Sean's full pair of socks are done. And that is Ice Glider by Pamela Sinclair. Look at, I remembered this time.
Did you like the pattern?
I really love the pattern. It got kind of old at the end.
Because it's just, let me guess, just stuck in it, and that drives you batty.
Yeah, the whole thing, it was just stuck in it. So usually, as you've probably heard me say before, I really like the process of having full pattern up top that you get through, and then you get a break on your heel, and then you get another break because then you just do stockinette on the bottom and you still have patterning on top, right? So everything's just kind of reducing, and I love that process of, oh, this is so involved. Oh, there's less involvement. Oh, there's even less. Oh, and there's a toe, and I'm done. Da, da, da. So, yeah, I miss the process of having full-on pattern socks. That's all I gotta say about that. I also finished another hexagon. This hexagon gave me a really hard time.
Why?
It's a little bit more involved than the ones that you've seen before.
Whoa.
Right? Now this is the 4th hexagon I've done.
That is a lot of...
But it's the 12th hexagon I've made, right? So there's 8 patterns, and I'm down to my last couple.
Okay.
And it would be now that I've done 12 that I didn't like a hexagon. Almost so much I don't want to do this anymore.
I was going to ask, I was like, you're only going to make you're going to make the bare minimum of these, aren't you?
Well, I've done that for the beetle, and I've already put the beetle in the blanket, but I am at a point where I will take the beetle out and put in just 2 sunflowers.
So this one you hate worse than the beetle.
Yeah. So the beetle I hated because I hate cockroaches. And just the association drives me a little batty. But it also was the one that stopped my knitting on this last year because my gauge was incorrect and I pulled out one and knitted again of the one that I reduced to not have to knit so much, right? So I'm at the same spot again where I was just like, oh, I don't really like this one. So I'm not sure what I'm going to do. I eliminated one of the hexagons from even putting in my blanket, so I'm thinking I might just need to go back to the heart. Could you guess? That was the one I didn't want to put in. And rework it so it doesn't have all the hearts and crosses in it. That was my big issue, is that it looked very
Religious?
Catholic. Yeah.
Very religious.
And I don't want anything that resembles Catholicism in anything that I want to put on my bed every day. So, yeah, so I might rework the one so that it doesn't have hearts and symbols of Catholicism. Is that weird? It's probably weird, but
No,
I like science here.
It's not weird.
Yeah.
I'm a.
At first, I didn't even notice it, right? And then I was going through, I only have a few more hexagons to figure out, right? And I was going through, I was like, heart, that's weird. And I looked at it closer, and I was like, there's like 17 crosses just in the wedge that you're given. And I'm thinking, what is that going to look like when it's completely done? I don't think I'm going to like it. So yeah, so I might rework that one and then integrate it into some stuff. Hi, Callie. But yes, the 12th hexagon is complete. I'm supposed to have 24 by December. I don't know. We'll see. This isn't blocked. It usually looks a little bit better. But this is the sunflower hexagon. And I'm making the Friesland blanket, which requires 29 of these hexagons.
I still laugh at the fact that you're making a blanket.
Well, you need to laugh some more because I decided to make this blanket bigger a couple weeks ago, right? And this is the torment, right? Because I've just discovered I don't want to do this anymore. But then I recall I made it bigger, right? So the blue hexagons that have been added around the perimeter, those are the new ones. There are 22 more on top of the 29 to do in order to make this blanket bigger. Because, hey, let's look at that picture down there. That does not cover a queen size bed, even though it says it's a queen size blanket. Do you see that? It covers the foot of the bed sideways, right? So it needed to be increased because some other people posted their finished pieces over a bed, and it doesn't even get to the falling over the edges part, right? So I figured out how they placed all these hexagons, and so then I had to make a bigger thing because of the way it was adding them. Some were missing, right? So then if you added another piece, well, this part went from this circle, the inner circle had to extend, and the next circle extended, and the bigger circle extended, right? So it was fun. I enjoyed that part, but then the sunflower now has 8 locations on the finished blanket. So I don't think I could do 8 of them.
You're making an even bigger blanket.
I'm back to the drawing board. I know, right? So for this blanket, I have enough to make the 22 hexagons. I don't have enough to make 29 hexagons. I don't have enough to do 22, and I'm not going to find that color lot again. So I've decided, and I don't know if you could see in there if it's the ones that I've outlined in blue, which includes the last perimeter, and then there's a few on the inside. Do you see the ones that are here on the inside? Those are going to be the second main color. So instead of purple, I'll either have a charcoal or a dark gray or a teal. I think a bright teal might look really good with this purple.
Yeah, that would look pretty.
So I've got locations, and so the purple's going to extend out into the D, E, and F sections, but then the last perimeter is going to be all, whatever the secondary color is. So I'm going to have to find 10 skeins of another color in the same lot.
Vogue knitting, go to the
Right.
pen.
So maybe, when we went there, they didn't have any just full-on wool. So this is Cascade 220 I'm using. So we can hope. We'll go look in the corral for it.
In the corral, yeah.
But I'm definitely thinking I'm going to have to look at D-Stash, which I've started to.
Or Little Knits. Little Knits might have some stuff.
Little Knits doesn't carry it anymore.
Ah.
Yeah, they have a yellow, and that's about it. I think that's the only color they have in Cascade 220. They have it in Superwash and Sport, but they don't have the one I'm doing. So I've caught you up on the hexagon madness for me. So I'm almost as crazy as you are with your hexy poofs.
Yes, but I have like an 18-year deadline on mine. So
I don't really have a deadline on mine.
True.
I have a deadline to get 24 done by December, but I don't think I'm gonna make that one.
And how many do you have done now?
12.
Yeah, you're not.
I'm a whole year behind in my 2-year knit along.
You're not gonna make that.
Oh, Cals. They either motivate you or you get stuck somewhere and realize I'm never gonna finish this. So I think that's where I am in that knit along. Callie is all about the stuff's high. Okay. So we started a new Cal that started yesterday, and
You were on a roll.
I planned out the day. So Sean woke up and not feeling very good. So he's like, I'm just going to lay out on this couch and I'm just going to watch stuff. And I said, well, I think most of my knitting is going to be pretty mindless.
So I can keep you company.
Yeah, I'll keep you company. I'll keep bringing you tea and water and stuff. But yeah, I could just knit. And so I did. I decided I'm going to get 3 projects going. And I'm going to do 2 hours on each of them. So the first 2 hours I spent on my Martina Bem project, which is going to be the main challenge. So the main challenge requires us to use 200 yards. No.
75 grams or 200 yards?
200 yards, 75 grams. So I've decided to use Sirius Black. Isn't he pretty?
I love that colorway.
So that's Gryffindor colors. And some grays.
Mm-hmm.
And so somebody has a quote from one of the books about how they described Gringotts Bank, and they said, Gryffindor colors. I was like, done. It's going to be Sirius Black. So I started Martina Bem. This is the Fractal Danger.
Oh, yeah. Oh,
I love
it.
I absolutely love it. I had it memorized within the first 2 passes through the pattern.
That's beautiful.
Yeah. So I'm going to do this until I've gone 50 grams in. And I'm about 20 grams in right now. So in 2 hours, I did 8 repeats. Right now, there's about 12 repeats done. So I came back to this after I did my 2 hours of
everything, because that's the one you wanted to work on.
I love this. Her yarn is so soft.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
Have you noticed this already?
Yes.
Because we got the same base, which I think is Perfection Knot. Yeah, Perfection Knot. 75% superwash merino and 25% nylon. And you get 463 yards. So this is going to be fine because this pattern required 400 meters, which is about 440 yards. So I should have some little leftovers.
Yay!
So that was the first 2 hours. Second 2 hours, I
want a hexy poof out of those. That's pretty.
I started in on Sean's sock. So Sean wants another shorty. And I said, all right, that's cool. But this time, I'm going to try something new. What haven't I tried with socks yet? A coordinating skein for the heels, toes, and cuffs. So this is Dry Bones, which I used in my monkeys a couple months ago. And this one, as I just showed you, was Ready Player One.
With Stellina.
With Stellina in it. So this was my free prize for doing 6 months of the Desert Vista Dye Works. So these are both Desert Vista Dye Works. This one is Zine, which has Stellina in it, Ready Player One. And then this one is her Vista base, which is an 80-20. 80 superwash, 20
Speaking of Desert Vista Dye Works, I have to go see what the movie of the month, the competition is.
I know
forgot. What is it?
It is classics. There is a lot. There's like 47 posts or something already. Yeah. Oh. And they've got a lot of Cary Grant movies in there.
Oh, I'm sure.
So I thumbed up all those. I'm like, pick those, because I love Cary Grant. Okay, so I am doing the escalator socks. I have a lot of ends here because I wanted to start on gray. Don't look at the yarn mess. So I have the ribbing done, and I've just started the patterning. Can't really see it. It's gonna look like an escalator. It's gonna go like this, up all the way around.
my daughter could wear the sweater inside out if she wanted to too, and it would look cool as well.
Yeah.
Sorry.
She's distracted by her tucking in and out of things. Yeah, so I'm going to get 3 inches of this for the cuff, and then I'm going to go right into the heel. So today my goal is to get through the heel flap and turn the heel. So I'm not doing 2 hours, 2 hours, 2 hours today. That was just for the cast on day, which was yesterday. So that was my second cast on. And then my third cast on was the rest of this Araucania, which you saw a couple months ago, maybe just a month ago, when I did the companion mitts. So this one is going to be Hermione's everyday sock, but in a mitt form. So she has Hermione everyday mitts, but they're in DK weight. And this is fingering weight. So I've just decided to just do the same as the companion mitts cast on, and then just do Hermione's everyday sock pattern in it, which is the same as for the mitt pattern, right? But that one's using DK.
Ooh, I cast on that nice stitch cowl, whose name I can't remember,
Ball.
or who Susan Ashcroft, I think, is the designer.
Yes.
And yes, and this is the Dean Thomas colorway.
Cool.
And I cast on, I wanted it deeper than the sample she made. This is a free pattern, and she kind of gives you on sizes. And so I cast on 74 stitches at first, but that was causing the yarn to pull in a way that I didn't like. So I tore that out, and then I recast on 68, and it seems to be going well right now.
So no pooling.
No pooling.
All right. Now, there are other ways of eliminating pooling.
Yes, you told me I could have pulled from both ends, but I didn't want to find the other end. So
you could take a row, 2 rows from one end of your ball, and then 2 rows of the end of your ball, right? Or you could split it into 2 50-gram balls and just knit like that. But that will eliminate pooling. A lot of people do that on sweaters if they're doing it with a variegated colorway that they're afraid might pool. So it's an option, but it sounds like it's not an option Liz wants to try. Okay, so that's for your main challenge.
Yes, that is my main challenge.
Are you thinking about doing any other challenges?
Well, we talked about maybe doing the non-knitting challenge
together. We might dye something.
Yes, with natural dyes.
Because we found, I think you actually picked up some dyes.
I do have dyes.
I picked up a natural dye kit because I took a natural dye class.
Yes.
So we have options. And we have things that are non-knitting, which is dyeing of skeins. So we could participate and get our 10 points.
Yes.
Yeah. Or 2. I mean, I might have 2 things that could be dyed. And I've thought about over-dyeing some skeins. Do you have some skeins in your...
That I don't like?
That you don't like? I got a good deal on some cashmere. And I hate the color. It's like a honey color. So I'm thinking of over-dyeing it with blue.
I don't think I have anything that I would want to over-dye.
Okay.
But again, I'm the one that I can't even remember that we had sock blanks.
Yeah, I think I have a sock blank. And I think I want to make a gradient. Because how fun would that be to do the next shawl that we do for Lily Go, if you're going to do it with me.
Right.
In my own gradient. And it seems like you could just make some mechanical function that could help you make a gradient. You know, like put it on a spit.
True. And
just like pulley it up every 20 minutes, something like that. Or hook it up to something that will slowly bring it through over a couple of hours. It's an idea. We're both engineers. I'm sure we could muster something like that up. And I have a backyard that we can do all kinds of things like dumping of natural dyes into soil that it doesn't harm, which would be cool.
Yeah, that would be neat. So that's one thing. Because, again, I'm a slow knitter, so...
Well, you talked about felting last week.
I talked about felting. I still made felt, because it doesn't say you could do more than one project.
That's true. And I was thinking maybe we could meet up in Issaquah, and we could go look at the felting things.
Yeah!
I'm getting my swap box ready. Oh my gosh. I love the Tetris of putting a box together. I don't even care about swaps. I just want to pack a box. So I'm packing and it's perfect, and I'm like, yeah, I still have a little bit of room, and I realize I haven't put a skein of yarn in there yet. Back to the drawing board. So I might have to go up in box. Yeah, box volume if the skein doesn't fit, which I won't know until I get the skein. So we might have to meet up and do some shopping.
Sounds good.
How about you? How's your swap going? Do
I
you have everything?
I don't have everything. I have mentally bought everything. I haven't physically bought everything. Okay. So I have to do that. But we have until November 15th. And I'll get it done sooner rather than later. Yeah,
I'm trying to send mine before October 15th. So
well,
that
yours
it'll make
is international.
Internationally. Because I don't want to get docked points for it not being there by the 15th. I don't know if that's what really happens or not. Well, as I'm wearing this shirt, I'm remembering the thing that I was wearing it for, so that I would remember. We signed up for something for next year.
We did!
Liz is going to ZK.
Yes, I am! Yay!
Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. And we have a roommate already. There's going to be 3 of us in a room. It'll be our same roommate that we had in 2015.
More money for yarn!
Yes, exactly. So we've already started saving for the marketplace.
By getting a roommate.
Yep.
Can't wait to see you, Becky!
Mm-hmm. Oh my gosh, Westerly Whimsies. Now she has her own podcast, Wrapped in Wool. If you guys haven't seen it, she hasn't released a lot of episodes this year, but I feel like she has 40-something episodes. So you could just backtrack and check it out. Hers is an audio version of a podcast. And yeah, she's just a sweet thing. She's from Australia, and she lives in Virginia now with her husband and son. And yeah, she gets a lot of knitting done.
Yeah, she's fast.
Yeah, she's quick at the knitting. So if you're looking for another podcast, hers is really chill, and you get to hear an accent.
You get to hear her nice Australian accent, exactly.
So I'm pretty stoked on that. But we had some things come to a close as far as cows go. The Tin Can Knits Along is officially over.
Yes!
The prizes have been doled out. So if you participated in this cow with us, and you don't know that somebody won, it might be you. So go check it out. One person won a pattern and one person won a yarn, and the yarn that you could pick from looked pretty awesome.
Oh, the yarn was beautiful. I love the one with the Gryffindor colors.
Yes.
I can't remember what it was, but
really lovely colors.
So
did you get yours done in time?
I did get mine done in time because I knit till Saturday at 11:20.
Oh man.
Our time, which I don't care, it's still down to the wire. Again, I had little kids visiting, and
and you had a sleeve to get done.
And I had a sleeve to get done, and I was the only. Me and my husband were the only adults with 4 kids below 6. I don't know how you people do it who have lots of kids, young kids, all.
I think people get paid. You were babysitting.
Yeah, it's family. And so it was beautiful. It was awesome to see all the nieces, all my, my daughter.
All the girls.
Except for my son. My son is the only boy playing together and stuff. And I thought he was going to terrorize them. No, it was pretty much them terrorizing him.
Yep. I could see it.
So it was very fun.
Good.
But I was happy to see them go.
So is this going to participate in our October Cal?
Of course.
Yeah.
Yes.
Do you want to talk about it?
October Cal is hosted by Annette.
Nettie 1020.
And it's her birthday month, so she wanted to do something celebrating just works in progress and things that you have to get done.
Which I feel like we all have that.
Right.
Right?
And it's kind of nice because to participate in this KL, you don't have to put down your work in progress. The only thing we ask you to do is to weigh it at whatever point it is in now. And then for every 44 grams of yarn that you knit, you get an entry into like a raffle type drawing, and then at the end of the month, so you don't even have to finish a project.
Yeah, there's no FOs necessary.
No FOs necessary, just
this is a fun knit along.
Just weigh 44 and you can add it. So like if you finish something that was only 20, you only added 20 grams throughout the month.
But you did on something else.
Something else for 20 grams. It's a combined weight of 44. It's just, it's an awesome one to
motivate you.
Just to get progress done.
Just get some, because when this helps me, on a sweater.
Yeah, because you know you're not going to finish a sweater.
Yeah, it's really hard to find a knit-along in which you can bring a whip to the table, which you can in this one, and it can be a sweater, and you don't have to finish it. Like, when does that happen?
Yeah, exactly.
It's very
when
rare.
does that happen?
So thank you so much, Nettie, for thinking of this new kind of motivator for the month of October.
I like it. I'm like, I want more knit-alongs like this.
Yeah, no, this is brilliant. I think this should be an annual thing for October. If you guys are down, just let me know, because I'm willing to do this again. I like it because I think there are a couple people in our group that have some sweaters that are kind of dragging. And this way, you don't have to say, oh, when I'm done with the stuff that count for things, I can get back to the knitting. No,
you can work on that.
Knit on whatever you want, because all grams count.
Yep.
Every knit counts. It's going to be fun. I've already started in on it. Yesterday, I knit 20 grams.
Yeah, I would have to weigh however far this is. Yeah. And it wouldn't count because I did not weigh my...
Oh, your provisional cast on.
No, because I need to finish this project. Yes, I need to finish this project. So I did not weigh a provisional cast on.
This has to be an FO.
This has to be a finished
Liz
project.
is making it an FO for herself.
Yes, but it doesn't need to be an FO to participate in the...
I'm trying to get 3 FOs from start to finish this month because of the Harry Potter cow.
Okay.
All 3 of these are going to be gifts. So this is actually going to count for another knit-along that I want to tell you about that I'm participating in, and maybe you have some knits that will qualify for it too. So last year, I participated in a Christmas knit-along, and it was right at the tail end of it. I found it a couple weeks before December 20th, which is when it ends, and said, hey, I just made hats for my parents. I'll just put them in, right? Well, I won one of her prizes. And so all year, I'm waiting for her to do another knit-along where I can use her yarn in her knit-along, but it hasn't happened until right now. So it's the Christmas knit-along again, and this is with Fishbelly Fiberworks. Have you heard of her before?
No. Even though the card looks familiar. Maybe I...
So I won this last Christmas, and I've been wanting to use it so bad. So this is called Shimmering Tributary. As you can see, there's some sparkle in there. Did you see this, Delina?
Yes.
75 superwash merino, 20% nylon, and 5% stellina. This is a fingering weight, and it has 400 yards in the 100 grams. This is called Zombie Christmas. Oh my God. Her tonals are amazing. So if you are a woman or man who loves tonal yarns, oh, check her out. Check her out anyway. Just go check it out. See if I can.
So what's the knit-along?
The knit-along is any gift you are knitting between October 1st and December 20th.
Oh, that's
Does not have to be for Christmas.
Any gift.
Just any gift. So that's the plan. So all 3 of these things are for somebody else. They're for a gift. I've got 3 things in it already.
Yeah? Well, you have to finish.
Well, I have to finish by December. I think I can get on that hook. But yeah, isn't that cool? Can't get over how gorgeous this skein is. Now, if I recall, she doesn't have a lot of variegated colorways, but she has a lot of tonals. And you can see the tonals in here, right? Each of these colorways is kind of a tonal in itself. So yummy. So I might have to make something for Mom so that this can come back to me when I'm old. Like a raid Mom's knitting drawer when I get older.
Well, because you will have knit everything in the knitting drawer.
That's true. But yeah, that's my plan. So if you are doing gift knitting, which most of us are, let's not lie about it, join us. Hey, and she is the next on the list for our train.
Ooh.
So it's gone to Annetta so I went to Filipa
in Portugal.
I came to Annetta in Kentucky, got to Kim in Kentucky, and now it's going up to New Hampshire.
Nice.
Yeah, so you should be seeing that shortly. And I really hope you put some reject colorways in there because I want some reject colorways. Oh, I'm so excited. I hope we get to see some of her hand-dyed stuff. That would be really awesome.
That would be awesome.
And then I think it comes back here to Seattle.
Yay!
And then we will put it away for a little while and then send it out again.
Yeah, probably after the holidays, after everyone gets all their Christmas
packages.
Packaging.
So it doesn't get lost in the mail somehow.
Yeah.
We'll
Gets
keep
all
it
the
out
Christmas
of
knitting done.
Christmas shipping hands.
Yes.
It'll be good. So yeah, any other big plans coming up? Knit-wise or otherwise? No?
No. Just chugging
It's
along.
pretty slow. Yeah. Winter's coming. I really hope it's coming. I'm so excited. I'm wearing knits already. It's so funny. Our mornings are so cold. And now the sun is just shining. It's going to be really warm this afternoon. These are the fun days where you get every gradient of temperatures. Well, thank you for joining us, guys.
Yes.
Thank you for letting us show you our work this week. And I hope we'll see your work pretty soon in the knit-alongs that we're all participating in. Yes. Looks like you're having troubles over there, so I'm going to end this.
No,
so
I
pulled some surgery over here.
I pulled a thread out, and so I'm pulling it back in.
It looks like not a thread. It looks like a ply.
Sorry, I pulled a ply out. It's fine. It's almost back in.
Until we knit again, guys. Take care. Bye.